Hi YouTube people, once again I decided to create a second Ancestry themed video on here because I think literally the first person that commented on my prior video requested that my dad have his Y-DNA test taken and then have me post the results. I guess people are curious about that, so hey, I figured why not have it done. There was a sale on Family Tree DNA during the holidays, and I just got the results back yesterday. So I will share the results right now. I'll post on here wherever the findings so you guys can actually see it aside from me talking. His Y-DNA at 37 markers, so that's a little bit more honed in than just like the straight 12. To find more about, the paternal lineage and if the surname stayed the same and all that good stuff, I had to do at least 37 markers. His Y-DNA was RM269, which originates in Western Europe, which is interesting because our paternal lineage, going far back to about the early 1800s, was in what is now northwest Poland. So that's more Eastern Europe, but people traveled around back in the day, so it makes sense. It wasn't that far away either, geographically. Anyway, so at 12 markers, my dad had a lot of matches that were from England. That was the first largest amount of matches, which kind of goes along with this RM269 business of Western Europe. And then the second highest was Germany, and then I think the third and fourth were something like Scotland and Ireland. Very interesting. But it actually makes sense because I think my ancestry test, I was something like 20-something% English instead of German. So that kind of like ties in together. Who knows though? Things do change. There's new results all the time. But anyway, aside from that, he had an icon next to his RM269. I'll post the icon. It's called WAMH, which is the Western Atlantic Modal haplotype, which Family Tree DNA states that my dad's DNA signature is 1 point away from the Western Atlantic Modal haplotype, which is the most common Y-DNA signature of Europe's most common haplogroup, RM269. Whatever that means. I didn't have any subclades tested, nothing specific to, further hone in the Y-DNA. I am actually talking to some people on one of the boards for the RM269 Y-DNA as to like what the subclade is for my dad. Anyway, this says it originates. It's R1b, which I guess is part of RM269. That's, I guess, subclade goes down. It exists in high or very high frequencies in all of Western Europe, from Spain to the south, to the British Isles, and Western Scandinavia in the north. And it's talking about Western Europe. Interesting, I suppose. So anyway, that's about it. My dad's Y-DNA haplogroup at 37 markers, which isn't the highest at 111. I didn't want to do that. Was RM269. Oh, and also I forgot to tell you that at that level, at 37 markers, he had 2 matches, and one was our surname, which is very cool. And I conversed a little bit with one of the matches already, and it seems like our connection is probably somewhere in the mid-1700s in the same little village that I cannot pronounce in northwest Poland. Pretty cool. So, interesting. I hope this makes sense to you guys. If not, leave some comments, and have a good rest of your day.